Tiny Tales TV, where every story is magical.
In the heart of the kingdom of Evermeir stood a magnificent palace, surrounded by blooming gardens, sparkling fountains, and golden towers that touched the clouds. Music filled the halls every day. Servants hurried with cheerful smiles, and grand feasts were held beneath glowing chandeliers. Yet despite all its beauty, one thing was missing from the palace: laughter. Princess Lyanna, the only daughter of the king and queen, had never smiled. Not once. Not as a baby in her mother's arms. Not during birthday celebrations. Not even when royal jesters tumbled across the marble floors wearing ridiculous costumes. The palace slowly grew quieter over the years. Servants whispered instead of speaking. Musicians played softer melodies. Even the birds in the royal gardens seemed to sing more gently near the princess. Lyanna was kind and graceful, but her face always remained calm and unreadable, like still water beneath the moonlight. One evening, the queen stood beside the king as they watched their daughter gaze silently from the palace window.
She isn't cold. Her heart is simply locked away somewhere we cannot reach.
I would give half my kingdom just to see her smile once.
At last, unable to bear the silence any longer, the king summoned the entire royal court. Knights lined the hall. Nobles gathered beneath the banners of Evermeir. Trumpets echoed through the palace as the king rose from his throne.
I declare this to all lands near and far. Whoever can make Princess Lyanna smile even once shall win her hand in marriage and share in the crown of Evermeir!
Gasps spread through the crowd. Messengers rode across mountains, deserts, and oceans, carrying the royal decree. Soon the whole world knew of the princess who never smiled. And people came from everywhere to try their luck. The palace gates opened to performers, princes, magicians, and wandering entertainers. A prince dressed in golden armor attempted to ride a dancing camel through the royal courtyard. The camel sat on him. A jester tried juggling flaming pineapples. His trousers caught fire. A musician trained 12 geese to sing in harmony. The geese attacked the orchestra instead. The royal court laughed until tears rolled down their cheeks. Everyone except Princess Lyanna. She simply watched in silence from her velvet chair. Day after day, hopeful visitors arrived and failed. One afternoon, Lyanna turned to her maid, Nia.
Why do they try so hard? They wish to win your heart, Your Highness. They wear masks. They perform like puppets. None of it feels real. Perhaps your smile is waiting for the right person. If such a person exists, I have never met him.
Far beyond the palace walls, in a cheerful little village, lived a young man named Milo. Milo was not a prince. He wasn't rich, brave, or particularly talented. He swept floors at the village bakery, talked to animals as though they understood him, and tripped over his own feet almost daily. His pet goat Sprinkles followed him everywhere and constantly stole his food. One morning, Milo sat outside the bakery reading the royal announcement nailed to a wooden post.
The princess has never smiled? Not even once?
Many have tried. All have failed.
Maybe she doesn't need jokes. Maybe she just needs someone real.
Well, I suppose we're going to the palace.
When Milo arrived at the palace gates with sprinkles, a broom, and a cart full of strange objects, the royal guards stared in confusion.
You are here to entertain the princess?
I think so, unless the palace floors need sweeping first.
From her balcony above, Princess Lyanna noticed something unusual. A goat wearing a flower crown. For the first time in years, curiosity flickered across her face. Milo stumbled into the royal courtyard like a walking disaster. He tried fixing a squeaky toy and accidentally covered himself in glitter. He fed cake to his broom instead of the chicken beside him. He bowed so deeply before the king that his pants ripped loudly across the room. The court exploded with laughter.
He doesn't seem to know what he's doing. No, but he's not pretending.
The more Milo tried to impress the court, the more ridiculous things became. He tripped over ribbons. He accidentally proposed marriage to the royal gardener while reaching for a cupcake.
I didn't mean to propose. I only wanted dessert.
You didn't? Oh, thank goodness.
No, just the cupcake, I swear.
Trying to impress the royal falcon, Milo balanced a cream pie on his head. The falcon swooped down instantly, snatched the pie, and flew across the courtyard. A second later, splat. Whipped cream exploded across the king's face. Then, suddenly,
Princess Lyanna let out a tiny snort. And then, for the very first time in her life, she laughed. A real laugh. Bright, warm, and sparkling like sunlight after rain. The sound echoed through the palace halls like music.
She laughed!
She did, didn't she?
It was so wonderful to see.
the bells of Evermeir rang across the kingdom. People danced in the streets. Even the sky itself seemed brighter that day.
Wait, did I actually do it?
Yes, Milo, you did it!
We knew you could!
A true hero, Milo!
Hooray for Milo!
Later that evening, Lyanna found Milo sitting quietly in the royal gardens.
It's okay. You didn't try to charm me. I mostly just fell over. That is exactly why you succeeded.
The kingdom celebrates this royal wedding!
Sprinkles the goat received a tiny flower crown. The palace was decorated with ribbons, lanterns, and thousands of golden roses.
I do.
I do. You may now kiss.
On the wedding day, Milo tripped while walking down the aisle. Lyanna caught him before he fell. The broom carried the wedding rings. Sprinkles ate half the bouquet. And for the first time in many years, the palace of Evermeir was no longer silent. It was filled with joy.
Princess Lyanna smiled every morning after that. Milo spilled tea every afternoon. The goat became an honorary knight of Evermeir, and the girl who never smiled laughed for the rest of her life. Because sometimes the brightest happiness comes from the clumsiest heart.
If you like this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.